Yo YouTube, you know who it is, it's your boy DJ Cool Thing. Welcome back to another video on my channel, and welcome to a beginner's guide on how to build a beginner's DJ setup from scratch. And let's roll that intro. Alright YouTube, let's get into today's video. Today's video is a guide to building your first ever DJ setup from scratch. So we're going to go from this to this. A amazing, halfway decent beginner DJ setup. This is my beginner setup that I've had for about a couple of years now. I've added to it over the last couple of years or so with speakers, speaker stand scrims, my table scrim, my controller, my computer, a mixer, my lighting, all that stuff. This is a nice, compact DJ setup that I started out with. And I've added to it throughout time, as you can probably see from the setup here. As you can see, I built up over time. I even started building a ceremony setup, which looks really nice, completely battery powered. It's a nice looking setup. And we're going to start off by getting ourselves a table. We definitely need a table for everything to sit on, which is the heart of the DJ setup, is a lifetime table. These are very rugged, very sturdy, and they will last a long time. We're going to add that to the cart, a lifetime height adjustable table, 4 foot, which has a lot of room to put all your basic stuff on, like your mixer, your controller, your laptop, everything like that. Okay, that is the first thing to get, is a table. Next thing we need is a table scrim. I would go with the Ambrose table scrim 4 foot. The Ambrose table scrim is also from Scrim King with wiring pockets, but this is one we need to get. It's a Ambrose table scrim with wiring pockets, 4 foot. This is one I purchased. This is the, oh, that's a white scrim. Ambrose table scrim in black. We're going to be more specific. Here we go. Add to the cart. We're going to add this to the cart. And right now we are $88.99. Close to $100. Not too bad. Next thing you need is a DJ controller. Yeah, I would highly recommend a DJ controller, obviously, to have more of a more control over your music. And I would choose between the DJ SP3 or the Party Mix. For me, I started out with the Party Mix since it was the best controller for a beginner to learn. But I guess if you want to get into the Pioneer ecosystem, I would go with the SP3. If you are wanting to get into Newmark, then use the Newmark Party Mix, and then you would upgrade to something like, you know, a 4-channel or maybe even a bigger 2-channel Newmark controller in the future. But Pioneer is definitely the best when it comes to controllers. We'll go to the Pioneer store, see what they got. DJ controllers. Here we go. All DJ controllers. I guess we'll go to all controllers. Let's see. Okay, there's a lot of beginner controllers out there, like the 400, the 200, the SP3. But because of Rekordbox 6, and in the payment, having to, you are forced to pay for the software to use the DDJ 200 or 400 with the software. I would highly recommend getting the DDJ SP3 that we can move up to any other Pioneer controller in the future. Add this to the cart. That's what we see here. No thanks. $337.99. A mixer, so we definitely need an audio mixer. That is not too much. I would get something that's under $100. But I guess I would highly recommend the Xenix 502, which means you can plug in your microphones, you can plug in your controller, and connect to your main output. So the Behringer 502 is really good for a beginner because it doesn't have a whole lot going on for it. It just has one microphone, which that's what a beginner DJ would need, is only one microphone. And then have your RCA connected to the mixer, and this is a really good mixer, and you can upgrade in the near future as you progress in your DJ career, like I did. I started out with the T-184 and used it for about a few months, and then found out that it was very limited to what I need it for, so I got the MG10. I guess I should start out with the MG6, which is the 6-channel mixer from Yamaha, and moved up to the MG10 as I progressed in my DJing career. I guess I should have done that in 2018 with the, getting a better mixer for my party mix, and built my first ever DJ setup from scratch in 2018 and started progressing in 2019, 2020, into 2021. So that is the total price of $396.98 with the Behringer 502 Xenix 502 mixer, which has only one microphone, one RCA, and of course your output for left and right channel. So the next thing we need is speakers, PA speaker. Here we go, PA speakers. The best set of speakers is right in the $100 range, because you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on speakers, as speakers are quite the investment. If you're just starting out, I would get something that is, very easy to get, when it comes to the speakers. I mean, there's a lot of cheap brands out there. Rockville 8-inch speaker, 300 watt. There's also the 200 watt speaker. Wow. So you just have to scroll through and see what you can find. Passive. Oh, those are 8-inch speakers. But I guess I would get active speakers. Active PA speakers. That way it has a built-in amplifier on each speaker, and it'll be easy to connect your mixer into your Here we go. A Pile 15-inch speaker. 2, add to cart. Let's see what that is like. From Pile, $834.98 for everything that we are purchasing so far. And of course, you need cables, audio cables. So RCA to RCA HOSA. We need RCA to RCA HOSA. There's a lot from Roland. Oh, here we go, HOSA. Just click on anything, go to the HOSA store, click on what you need. RC to RCA cable. Here we go. To get started, there are the... Here we go. These are chrome. I don't know how well they will sound. This one is definitely what you need. The CRA 201 to go from your SP3 into your mixer. So right now we are at $900, almost $900 for your, the setup. So we definitely need, go back to the HOSA store. We need 1/4 inch to XLR. 1/4 inch to XLR. But first, before you buy your audio cables for your speakers, make sure you take a look at the speaker and see what's on the back and see if it has 1/4 inch XLR. And on the back of the, make sure you look at the speakers. Here we go. Make sure you look at the input for, okay, go line output, line input for XLR. So make sure you have the right connection for your speaker cable to go from the mixer to the speaker, so that way it's compatible. Because a lot of speakers are completely different when it comes to the connections on the back of each speaker. So you would definitely need 1/4 inch to you need 1/4 inch to XLR, or XLR to 1/4 inch, vice versa. It'll work. The best feet, the best length is definitely 20 feet of cable. So we definitely need these cables right here. You need to get 20 feet. Here we go. I'll last purchase these on the 25th, 20 feet of cable to go from the mixer to the speakers. Not too bad. Get 2 of them, one for the right channel, one for the left channel. Add to cart. Right now we are at $869.65. Not too bad. A really good price to get started, DJing. Then of course you would need lighting. So I would recommend the Atkins professional lighting. Here we go, Atkins professional lighting. I would get a party bar, something that's all in one, very synced together, especially for someone who hasn't had, doesn't have a DMX controller or DMX cables yet. Just get a party bar. It will you can really put on automatic and really create a really nice light show. So we're at $1,069.64. Let's see what else we're missing. So we got the party bar, audio cables, speakers, mixer, controller, table scrim, table, and of course you need speaker stand scrims. I wonder if these come with actual, speaker stands. Built to last, great for any venue. Okay, so I guess these don't come with speaker stands. So for the speaker stands, I would highly recommend the Ultimate Support TS100Bs. Ultimate Support TS100Bs. Those are the ones I would highly recommend with the hydraulic speaker stands. 2-pack for $200. 2 of them, obviously. $1,469.62. ProRec speaker stand scrims. That's another thing we need. The ProRec speaker stand scrims. Pack of 2. Add to the cart. $1,502.61. A microphone, wireless microphones, and of course you need power to the system, so we're going to think about that later. So we're going to go to toner. Yeah, we're going to go with the toner brand since they are really good for beginners. But as a beginner, I would highly recommend the toner. Yeah, I would highly recommend the toner TW630s, which those plug into the microphone, 1/4-inch input on the mixer, can turn the volume up and down, have better control over your microphones and also your sound, connect everything together to one set of speakers. Next thing you need is power. Let me take a look at what we would need for the speakers. Okay, when you go to the cart, go all the way down to the speakers, take a look at the back. Let's see here. At least they, okay, so yeah, it's hard to tell what the back of these speakers actually look like. Let's see if they actually come with a power cable. Okay, it's hard to tell what it actually comes with. I don't know if each of them come with a power cable or not. I mean, at least they do because they're active speakers and you don't need a power cable. So with the power cable, we definitely need 25 feet power cables. A 25-foot power cable. Which I think I would definitely get those for the Iontopy Maxes. That's the next thing we're going to purchase, so we can get rid of the extension cables. We can get rid of the cable mesh. Just bring the 25-foot down, connect it to the 4-way power, the 4-way power strip, power splitter. But I'm definitely going to get something like this so I can plug it all in to the Iontopy Maxes, something like this. They're basically computer power cables, and they work exactly the same. So that's another thing. That's the next thing I'm personally going to purchase. So we definitely need a 25-foot. Well, for the power, I guess it's always good to use the power cable that it comes with. So 25-foot extension cord, that way I know it works. 25-foot extension cord. 25-foot extension cord in black, so it's going to be a 16 gauge. Since we're connecting to speakers, we'll get the Amazon Basics 25-foot extension cord, as you can probably see here. We'll get two of them, one for the right channel, one for the left channel. Add to cart. #1 bestseller on Amazon, so that's $1,537.59. The cart. So we got all the audio needs. We got all the essentials. But if you want to do an outdoor event, like around your community, you would need a 100-foot extension cord, and that will go. So you start working on power. So 100-foot extension cord, indoor-outdoor extension cord. And this one is what, let's see, 100-foot, 14 gauge. Instead of getting a 14 gauge, you might as well get like a 16 gauge. This is 12 gauge. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. 100-foot outdoor extension cable. Add to cart. But I think we'll go back to the cart. We'll get one with an extension, a splitter, so where I can plug everything into one outlet. Don't have to worry about cable mess. So we'll look at another 100-foot extension cord. Extension cord, not 14, we want 16, because that's what I have, and I have no problems with a 16 gauge cable in black, so that way we're not daisy chains. That's pretty good. So 15-foot, 16 gauge outdoor extension cable. That's not enough to plug everything in. This is the one you would definitely need. This is a 14 gauge extension cable. Very durable. It's got a splitter on it. We can plug in additional things. So 14 gauge. Let's go to here we go, 14 gauge. We don't need a 14 gauge. We don't need a 12 gauge either. I guess I'll just type in 100-foot extension cord and see what we can find. Because getting one with a splitter will, I guess, save you the time of buying a 4-way power splitter. That's what I might do, is I might just, get rid of the need for a 4-way power splitter and just give me a whole new 100-foot extension cable and that has a splitter on it, get like a power conditioner, plug everything in, and we're good to go. And this one right here is a 12 gauge but I guess a 14 gauge will do just fine. 100 feet, 15 amp. As you can plug in you can plug in everything to one extension cord, add to the cart, and of course you need a power strip or a power conditioner. I guess as a DJ, just get a Furman power conditioner. That's one thing I'm going to get. So I can get rid of the need for a four-way power splitter to, I guess, protect my gears. Get the SS6B. That's what I'll be getting for Christmas, is fixing up my power situation. So we're going to see all the buying options. Get a standard strip for all your necessary equipment. Yeah, for your necessary equipment here, like your laptops, your speakers, your lighting. And of course, if you need extra plugs, there's other on the extension cable. So this is basically what you need to get started. Power, speaker stand screens, speaker stands, the party bar, 1/4 inch to XLR, R8 RCA, the pile speakers. These are 15-inch speakers, which are really good for parties, and they'll actually grow with you over time. For me, I started out with the Ion Total PA Maxes, and they're 15-inch speakers, and they really help me out, as you probably see here. The Behringer 502, and yeah. And the next thing you need is a microphone. So we're going to type in toner wireless microphones. Add to cart, and that's basically what it looks like. As you probably see here, we're right over $1,000. As you probably see, even a beginner setup is very, very expensive. I mean, we're right at over $1,000, $1,696.56 for a wireless microphone, power, speaker stand screens, speaker stands, lighting, audio cables to go from the controller to the speakers, your speakers, a mixer, controller. This is all you need to get started. And it's less than $2,000. It's right at $1,700. But I guess if you have money to burn, you can buy everything at once. But if you don't have a whole lot of money, like I did when I first started out, and I still don't, you can go ahead and buy all this stuff little by little if it is needed. So this is my ideal beginner setup. And of course you need headphones. That's the last thing you need, is headphones to better monitor the music. Which I guess you can use your own headphones or earbuds, where do you have lying around, but I guess you don't have any headphones or earphones. I would go with the Audio Technica headphones. I would go with Audio Technica. I forgot the ones I got. The ATH M30Xs. Oh, these are the ones I have. The Audio Technica ATH M20X headphones. Add to the cart. They're about $50 headphones, not too bad. To get started, being a mobile DJ. Cart. So this is what everything you need to get started. Headphones, microphones, a power conditioner to plug all your necessary equipment in. Not your controller, because the controller connects straight to USB. So laptop, speakers, laptop, speakers, lighting. And yeah. And of course, you got a whole bunch, so all your power needs is on the Furman power conditioner, a 100-foot extension cord with a splitter so you can plug in additional pieces of equipment. Your extension cables for your speakers, speaker stand scrims, your speaker stands, party bar for lighting, audio cables, speakers, a mixer for better control of your sound, and also to connect your beginner controller into your speakers left and right. The Ambrose table scrim for wire, for better cable management, especially if you don't have a facade, a tabletop facade, or a rounded table facade, and a Lifetime 4428 table. This would have been a great, this would have been a great setup for me as a beginner DJ in 2018. But I guess I got what I could get. So that's how to build a beginner setup from scratch. This is to help you guys who are beginner DJs and wanting to get into DJing, and how much it costs to put everything together and have the necessary components for a beginner DJ, just starting out with their, with your first set of gigs, and really growing your DJing career and wanting to become a DJ in 2020, also in 2021, and also the foreseeable future. So this is what all you need to get started with, all the necessary components that you need to get started as a DJ. So you're going from all that to something like, let me find it here, I know it's in here somewhere. I know it's in here. Here we are, to go from all that stuff to this right here. This is a very small, compact setup. So I'm definitely going to, in 2021, for my setup, is, have nice, simple, a nice, simple power situation instead of having to plug in and daisy chain my 4-way power splitter into an extension cord and this and the other. But this is basically what my setup looks like, as you probably see, with my 2 Ion 12PA Maxes, my Ultimate Support TS400Bs, my speaker stand scrims, my table scrim, my table, my mixer, my SR2, which was upgraded from the Party Mix, lighting. This is basically all you need to get started with, and all that stuff. But I guess these are really good DJ friendly DJ party speakers, and it comes in its very active bass subwoofer loudspeaker, built-in USB for MP3, and these are really good for DJs. I might actually upgrade these pile speakers in the near future, because they're 15-inch speakers and they are probably a lot lighter. Let's see how heavy they really are. 42.99 pounds, so it's a little lighter than they were before. Mine were, I guess, 45 pounds. I wonder if Pile makes smaller speakers. 15-inch, let's see, 10-inch speakers. 10-inch speakers. Let's see what their 10-inch speakers look like. Okay. 10-inch speakers, 700 watts. And the item weight, let's see how much the product weight is. And they weigh a total of, item weight, 13.93 pounds. I guess because they're 10-inch speakers, about 13 to 14 pounds for the item weight. Not too bad, 10-inch speakers. Those are really good, so that's all you need to get started. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you put a like on it. Make sure you leave a positive comment down in the comment section down below. And I hope this helped out all the beginner DJs out there wanting to get into DJing. getting everything from your headphones all the way down to the table, an audio cable, a controller, and just having all the necessary components to get started with being a mobile DJ. Hope you guys found this video useful. Make sure to subscribe and notification bell to be notified every time I upload a brand new